some days it was a milk run, but other days it was flak so heavy that you could get out and walk on it.
Well, he still has shrapnel in him. From he has a Purple Heart. His medals are all up there on that.
Do you remember what happened that day?
Oh yeah, hey, we
Wow.
got hit pretty good. Knocked our hydraulic system and everything out. Of course, we came back home and tried to land, and we went did a cartwheel.
Didn't
The only access to the interior of the bomb bay was a hole a little bigger than that over the hatch. It was bulkhead between the radio and the front end of you had to kind of belly squirm across and down through the hole. Of course, you had to take your chute off. Open the doors, and here you are straddling one side to the other in the bomb bay, trying to shake that 500-pounder free, but couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. What happened?
The bombardier, finally, Johnny Miller, came back. He wasn't much bigger than I was. He crawled down through the hole, and finally shook it free, and we did all right.
How many crash landings in your?
Pardon?
How many crash landings did you have?
Just two.
2 crash landings. You said the one where you actually did a somersault or,
Yeah.
or a cartwheel.
Yeah.
Incredible. And you
Well,
all
hey,
survived.
everybody got out.
You said you had 2 crash landings.
Yeah.
You took flak a lot of times.
Flak many times.
Many times, probably.
Yeah.
You were actually struck one of the times
Yeah. You got.
by flak.
Yeah. You got
Where were you hit?
in the leg.
Was that going for the mission or on the way back?
Going in.
Going in, so you had to deal with an injury the whole
well,
mission.
Yeah.
Were you able to bandage it up and?
Just did what we could. And
Yeah.
kept right on going.
And did other men with these 6 guys out of the 6?
No, nobody else.
Nobody else.
Nobody else in the aircraft was hurt.
Did you ever have? I mean, I'm sure you probably had some times where you were fearing for your life on some of these missions.
I'll tell you, there was times that you hooked your parachute and was looking at the escape hatch. The Brenner Pass was a difficult place to bomb. You'd be flying in. See, we were supposedly medium altitude, nothing over 12,000 feet.
That's pretty low.
And at times you'd be going through the pass and you could look up and see the buildings are across on top of a mountain, and it'd be a little bit higher than your altitude. So you'd be going up some of them valleys at, well, maybe 1,000, couple thousand feet. I'll tell you, we had some damn good pilots to be able to wiggle up through a lot of them passes. And you'd be 6 guys, 6 planes right tight together, wingtip to wingtip. There was some wonderful pilots. Well, the reason why there was 48 aircraft, you would have a group of 6, and you would have a lead bombardier. And what you would try to do would saturate an area and hit the projected target. And your bomb load, we used to carry 6 1,000-pounders, which was it was 2,000 pounds over what the plane was supposed to haul. We were supposed to haul 4,000, but with the armor piercing, they were smaller in diameter. We could fit 6 in. So we'd go with 6. And if it was a big bridge across the Po River or some other spot, you would try to saturate that area, knock out the target.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, Ferraro was the main crossing of the river.
Mm.
And that particular bridge had in the neighborhood of 188 millimeter and 105 anti-aircraft guns at that. And they could fire 6 rounds a minute.
So during these missions, you're on the, are you on the radio or are you on the turret, one of the guns?
Well, where I was, you had just a waist gun on each side. You had a single caliber 50
Yep.
on each side of the aircraft. We had a top turret ahead of the bomb bay,
Mhm.
and then we had a tail gun,
So 4
What?
guns.
twin caliber 50s. I had a single caliber 50 on each side. The top turret had twin 50 calibers in the top turret. And then the bombardier had a single 50 in
So
front.
you have multiple jobs. You're working the radio and working the guns.
Yeah, yeah. And at times they'd give you a camera so you could take pictures of your bomb strike. We talked about the good days that we had together, wondering about the rest of the fellows. If I had any idea of where anyone was, and of course, you know, it was just something that happened that you'd never think in your life that something that far back could be in a phone call in just a minute.
It just all came rushing back to you, the memories and all that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's
Yeah.
pretty fresh, too. Like
I'll tell you.
You can remember the details pretty.
We had some great times in training, and you know, as a crew, we worked together. When we were not flying, of course, we were on our own and did our own thing.
Mhm.
Builds you up to one heck of a big,
Yeah.
you know, a big bang. It could get bigger, you know. I wish the heck that I was physically able to be able to visit them, but I know damn well that physically what I can do is limited. But I told them that this coming week I'd give him a call,
Excellent.
see how he's doing, check on him. In those days, he was a crazy Texan. I'll tell you, he was just as wild could be, and he
Did you kind of look up to him? He was a little older. He was an officer.
well, you had to look up to him, but you told him if the grass was green on that side or dirty on the other side, you know, you had a good camaraderie amongst the crew. And, yeah. There was times that, you know, it was hairy, and other times it was a joyride.